Guess who's back? Pokemon Blacku. Yes, free time. Anyways, I'm in a good mood today, so let's hope we can. What? Battle. Yeah, let's just not touch that, shall we? No. Okay, where was I? Let's adjust this camera down a bit. Okay, my camera wants to die on me. Oh, wrong thing. Camera. Yellow. Okay, I think we are in a battle here. Camera, you want to turn back on? Yay! Alright guys, hopping back into it. Was this episode something? I'm not gonna keep track of episodes. Yes! Why does my pinky stick out? I don't know, that's a habit from something, I don't remember. Wait, what? Why am I low? Half my team is dying Pokemon, which is not the best to see. But anyways, hey guys, I'm back. Was there anything to be really back about? Not really. New episode brings new yapping or new yappinator, yappinatrix, pra. Anyways, what do I want to talk about today? Let's talk about some movies that I've watched recently. One of them being Playdate, you know. Playdate is the new Amazon Prime movie that stars Kevin James and the guy from Reacher. I quite like Reacher. Reacher's a very good series. But honestly, Playdate isn't the best movie. Both story-wise and acting-wise. I found that the two children within the story had minimal acting skills. You know, I'm not being mean to them, but they could have, you know, at least coached them on how to act a bit better. The Reacher also had a bit of an overblown act. Like, the way he was acting in this movie seemed very out of place for someone of his stature. You know, there were a couple of funny moments. Like, this isn't a bad movie per se. Like, you can still watch this movie and find enjoyment out of it. I'm sure anyone could. But it's just when it drags on to well, this is a good start to the new episode, isn't it? But when it drags on to the newer side of the movie, or a more continued side, you realize that they really do run out of things that they are, you know, utilizing. For example, the getaway car, it gets a bit old when they keep driving that same beat up soccer mom Toyota vehicle. And then you know, every scene that the guy, as in he has to punch someone and they have to engage in physical contact, which I guess is the point because they are clones, you know. I guess if you don't care about spoilers, the child that Reacher has stolen, or what's his name? His name is Tim. Has stolen is his genetic clone. I didn't expect Tide to die so early into this episode. I legitimately said last episode that I didn't want any more Pokemon to die. Yeah, but the movie's fun bad. Like, you can still watch it and find enjoyment out of it, but let's see if we can get an encounter in here. Can you get an encounter in here? No. Can you not get an encounter in here? You can. Okay, a rock and roller. Yeah, but the movie's you know, not the greatest but not the worst. Like, you can still find it funny. You can still find points of enjoyment within the story. I gotta figure out what to do now because I don't have a coverage for fire types anymore, because water targets fire, ground, rock. Ground and rock, I got a grass type. But yeah, not so great of a start to the episode, you know, especially since this is going to be a longer one. Rock and roller. What are we going to name my rock and roller? We will name him, or her, sorry. It is a female. We will name her I'll just name her Cece. Alright, so we have picked up a rock and roller. Thank God I didn't get a whoop. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I would have done. Yeah, but we've picked up a rock and roller in replacement of Tide. Because of that bomb wanting to get her Pokemon back, you know. I already got a Pokemon in this route, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, I can't heal a dead Pokemon, but anyways, as I was saying, let's talk about some other movies that I watched. I also watched Matrix Resurrections. Me personally, I don't see why they had to revamp the series. Like, the way that they ended Matrix in the 3rd episode was fine. Like, they didn't need to revamp it to the point where they brought back most of the old characters. I resist that, right? And they brought back most of the old characters, and then they were like, oh yeah, this feels like deja vu, and then it's basically the exact same storyline. And they just rehashed a bunch of old plot devices. Don't watch Matrix Resurrection. Sorry, I'm kind of mad about Tide dying there. Anyways, yeah, probably don't watch Matrix Resurrections. It's not the best movie, you know. That I see that they're trying to kind of bring back a dead series, or not even dead. Matrix isn't used to be. It still is one of the popular series, right? But I didn't see the point of them having to make another movie. Like I get that companies like to milk series like a cash cow. Thanks, I guess. No. Yeah, other movies, John Wick 4. It was I think I might have actually like stepped into the wrong route, because if this thing has like air slash or something, I am so finished. Why does level 13 move at no confusion? Well, what health was I at before? I was at something. Please, boo, don't die. Okay, I outspeed, no. Okay, thank you. Yeah, John Wick 4, not a bad movie. Very questionable events do happen within that movie though. For example, I gotta heal. The stairs scene where John Wick falls down from maybe a super potion, or yeah, I'll use a super potion, where he falls down a flight of maybe 200 stairs and he is still alive. I don't really know how he survived that, but why was she not moving? And then all of a sudden, when I walk by, she turns around and alright. You know, it's a good movie. A good conclusion to the series. I don't personally think there needs to be a John Wick 5, because the way that they ended it said that he was dead, which left it as an open ending, because we never know, or we never actually found out if he actually died or not. Because they just showed his tombstone, they never actually showed him dead in the ground, or, you know, actually not living, because the last time we saw him was on the stairs with Winston and he was just sitting there, which I assume could be a little prelude to him just being at death's door. But yeah, detect bite. Why does bite do so much damage? Yeah, but you know, what I've realized is a lot of movies nowadays are just bide. Okay, whatever. I don't really care about bide. But a lot of movies nowadays are just like pointless rehashes of series that never actually needed a continuation to begin with. At this level, 65. This may also lower the target's accuracy. We'll get rid of rat. Yeah, but as I was saying, there's a lot of pointless rehashes coming out, or pointless sequels, For example, Black Phone 2. Don't really understand why they made Black Phone 2. Is level 16 not the evolution level? Let me go, please. Let me go. Same as Megan 2. I don't really know why Megan 2 came out. It's turning to a bit of a problem here. Is Boo a special attacker? Both attack and special attack are the same. So if we were to... The thing is, if this thing has a... If this thing has a flying type move, I might be done for. Not very effective. Yes. Okay. CC, do you have a... Do not have a rock type move, but you do have headbutt. Quick attack only does like 2 damage, right? 3 damage there, so a crit will kill CC. I gotta heal CC, there's just no way. A potion. Alright, that gets you up to 26. Yeah, but as I was saying, like, there's been a lot of questionable sequels. Like, have you ever had that experience where you're like, oh wow, my favorite... So he did have a flying type move. You're like, oh wow, my favorite series came out with a part 2 out of nowhere. It's like, oh, maybe it will like expand the universe, or it will, you know, explain some things that maybe weren't explained in the previous episode, and you're looking forward to it, and then you walk into it and it's really like, oh, alright, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice here. G. Harden. Well, now you just make it look like G died for nothing, which he technically did, but this would have been so much easier if I just had Tide here. Alright, let's just kill this guy. Oh, I thought he missed there for a second, thank goodness. Yes, thank you. Anyways, as I was saying, have you ever got that feeling when you walk into the cinema and you're like, hey, new movie from one of my favorite franchises, and then you realize, oh my goodness, this movie is terrible. Well, that has never happened with the Paddington movies, from what I've seen, because yeah, but when I watched Paddington 3, I was having the time of my life, you know. Paddington 3 is probably one of my favorite movies that came out last year. You know, it's because it's always like such a funny and enthusiastic movie, which like, and somehow they managed to carry it on with an actual purpose and you know, actual plot of him looking for his grandmother. I'm not gonna spoil anything further, you should go watch it yourself. But me from the future, cue the tragic music. Not even 20 minutes in, we have lost two of our greatest warriors. One of them being tied, and the other one being G. Both of you will not be forgotten, and you know, it will always be an honor to remember. Well, there's Faker. It will always be an honor to remember you two for all the efforts that you have done, especially you, Tide. You carried us through the first gym, and I will forever be grateful. Anyways, let's not dwell on the past, and let's go see if I can get a new Pokemon. Where is the next route? Can I go to the next route? Or is this guy gonna stop me? Nope, you're not gonna stop me. Is that a trainer battle? Okay, Pinwheel Forest. Let's see what Pokemon I can get here. Timber. Okay. Let's see if he can survive a leaf tornado. That's not the best. But yeah, go watch Paddington 3 if you can. It's always a fun movie to watch. Yeah, after this turn, will I be dead? I'm in a predicament here, because if this ball doesn't actually catch the timber, I'm pretty sure Boo is dead. Thank you, thank you. Why does so many Pokemon in this region just know Bide? It is such a scary move for me to go up against, especially because I have to stall a few turns. Timber's a man, so we can name him something that I have on my shelf. I don't know, actually. What's a muscular guy? Bumsteed, there we go. Or we can just name him Chris. Chris? There we go. Okay, now that we've picked up a fighting type Pokemon, what do I want to do? Does this city have a gym? Hopefully it has a gym. I think today will be around a 40 to an hour minute episode. No, since I have a lot of time. You know, if you guys want to see me talk about some other stuff, you can leave a comment below. Because I have a few topics, but I'm not sure. Is this a gym? No, what? Why did they just jump me out of the gate? What do you have? What level? Okay. Let's send in Roggenrola. Thankfully I healed because okay, CC, I know you don't have a rock type move, but you know, we can work towards it. Gust will do maybe 10 damage, 6 damage. Okay, that's fine. What I need us to do is we need to get P-Dove low enough, because I just realized half my team is weak to flying type, because the Timber I just caught is a fighting type. Boo is also a grass type, so he's weak to grass. Gust. So yeah, CC, if you could get rid of the P-Dove, it would be a nice tail. Did that just do 7 damage? Surely he won't crit. Alright. Yes, thankfully he did not crit that time. Alright, that's one down. CC is devastatingly low. Are you gonna learn a rock type move? No, you're not. Tim Pole, that's a water type. So we can swap back into Boo. Very nice. Leaf Tornado. Will that one shot the Tim Pole? No, it doesn't. But it does lower his accuracy, so that confuses me now. Alright, tackle. We don't need to waste a Leaf Tornado here. Okay. I don't want to be dealing with self-inflicted damage here. So please, Boo, hit him. Am I gonna die to my self-inflicted damage? Yes. Thank you, Boo. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, I need to. I need to change the amount of deaths, because now the amount of deaths is 3. Wow, guys. It's such a fun tale to... Oh, he has a Timber. I don't have a flying type. But Leaf Tornado does do half, so that's good enough. Goodbye. Anyways, should I talk about? Let's talk about why Boo isn't evolving. What level does Boo evolve? Oh, now apparently. Level 17. That's a bit of a... It's actually a pretty cool evolve animation. Sarvine. Zekrom. Let me check if my Timber has any fighting type moves, or if Chris has any fighting type moves. Does he? He has 25 attack, low defense, high special defense. He has low kick. Okay. I will swap Chris with Boo for the second. What is this? Is that a Dragonite? Your wife? What? Well, okay. Thanks with fresh water. Let's talk about lobotomy, Kaizen. You know why? Because I saw this little guy, Gojo, or more known these days as Go/Joe, because he was, well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, even anime watchers. He was cut in half. Yeah, but Jujutsu Kaisen, I read it from start to finish. I was there when Gege cocked Gojo. Huh? Level 17? Oh no. Oh, what? That's not very effective. I like that wood throwing animation. It looks very funny. Why are the Pokemon level 17? So what's the gym leader's Pokemon level gonna be? It's gonna be like 20. They're very scary, guys. Yeah, but I was there when people called half the people in the world frauds. No, I don't want to read that book. Anyways, as I was saying, I was there. What am I meant to be doing here? Oh. Talk to me, lady. No, what am I looking for? Pokemon biology or pet rat, okay. What am I looking for? What? Why is my keypad not? Yes. Shoot them as a question. Can you solve the questions behind me? What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is the bookshelf in the middle row. Yes. Somebody may be reading it. What were you reading again? You were reading Flame Burns. I'm reading. Yes. Not Tepig. Maybe it's you. Yes. Okay, Locomotive. Yeah, but I'd rate JJK a 8.2 out of 10 in terms of enjoyability. It did kind of become a bit questionable when Yuta showed up in Gojo's body. That was a bit questionable because they said, "Oh, Yuta is the same level as Gojo, and he's the next Satoru Gojo, and then the chapter was like, hey, I used Kenjaku's technique and I became, oh my goodness, and I became Satoru Gojo. And yeah, it was a bit of a questionable panel to read when they spent half the manga saying, hey, Yuta's possibly on the same level as Gojo and Sukuna, and then he rolls up and he's like, I stole my mentor's body and I utilized the technique of a guy that robbed his friend's body. And it's like, what the hell am I reading? Right? Oh, sorry, that was spoiler as well, but I did say I was going into spoilers. But yeah, it is a bit throws you off a bit when they're like, hey little boy, Gojo's the strongest, but Yuta's meant to be the guy that's coming up behind him. I need to heal. That's what I need to do. Dragonite. Yeah, but there's a lot of questionable things. For example, when Kukushibo used his judge thing to judge Sukuna, but he was found not guilty for some reason. Like, the guy's a mass murderer, but he's not guilty for whatever reason. But I don't know. But yeah, there's also the fact that Nobara came back. The fact that Megumi was unscathed after Sukuna was crucified. Now, I know there's a new continuation to the well, it's like a semi-sequel where they said aliens came to Earth and Gojo's dead, so children's book, yes. Two backward, one to the left, move two. Well, I'm pretty sure it's this one because this one's the only one that's left. Well, anyways, yeah, but there was a lot of questionable things. There was aliens coming to Earth, and then they're like, and I'm looking forward to what Yuta's going to do against these really a crit out of the gate. Are we joking right now? It's like half of the Pokemon are out here for blood. You better not crit. This Lillipop needs to die now. He needs to go right now. Another one. It's always fun to see when one of your Pokemon nearly dies to a critical attack. How many Pokemon does this little girl have? Anyways, if you wondered why I named this Boo, it's because I have a... Well, the stand fell, but he's right here. It's a Boo. It's a Boo. You see how they're both like snake. Leaf tornado this bomb. Did I miss? I want to name a Pokemon Vegeta at one point, because I also have the counterpart Vegeta right here. He's very cool. As well as a Froakie coin that I put on top of it. You know, it's always fun. You know, figurines. I have a Goku figurine sitting behind my computer, but we'll meet the gym leader soon. I'll read the last book. No, I don't want to read the last book. I want to heal, because my Pokemon are deathly low. But yeah, apart from JJK, I also read Down to Dawn after that. Down to Dawn's not bad. It's also about aliens and about love. You know, I quite like the love between Okaroon and Momo. Although the most recent arc has got me a bit sad that certain things happened. I will not spoil, because Down to Dawn is relatively newer, so not many people know what's gonna happen, and especially since a lot of people just saw the anime. So you're welcome. Chainsaw Man. Oh, I really want to watch the Rize movie, but even though I do have a lot of time, I don't have the money. No money. No money means no watchy. Yeah, but as I said, I'm just running a bit dry on cash right now. Silk Song sent me into the negatives. If you don't know what Silk Song is, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah, that sent me into the negatives. And then what else sent me into the negatives? Just food in general. Why are you in a dungeon chamber? What the hell? Oh, what? Okay, second gym battle. What levels are your Pokemon? That's level 18. Oh no. Oh no. Swap. Ram, get in here. Get in here, Ram. I think I might have just stepped into my doom. This might be a restart, boys.
I got this!
Oh! Why? You were so young. You were actually so young. Please. Okay, that lowers defense. What else does that do? Will that put me in range for death? I don't know. I'm very scared right now. Okay, that does about that. Let's swap into Boo to tank for some of the damage. Chris can, not take so much damage. Yeah, I knew he was gonna use takedown. Oh, that does so much damage. What the hell? Please tell me I'm faster. Okay, don't miss. Yes. No. Oh my goodness, this is actually so scary. Does Chris level up? Yes, I need you to level up. Rock. Why do you learn rock throw? Yeah, okay, I'll learn rock throw. Rock throw physical 50. Get rid of Lear. This is actually not good. This is very Watchhog. What's that, level 20? I might be finished. Level 20? CC, surely you can tank a crunch, right? I'm sorry, CC, we didn't have you for long. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do I want to do? Headbutt? No, miss. Wake up. No, you can't wake up on the first turn. Crunch. Oh no. CC is dead. Yeah. 07 CC. Alright, Chris. It's your time. Surely you can make something of this situation. Don't miss. Yes, thank you. Low kick, half health. Yes, okay, we can do this. Oh my goodness, I think this is possible, guys. Come on. You. Why are you allowed to use super potions? No. Come on, Timber. Why did that do so much less that time? No. Come on. Does this kill?
I got this.
Oh no. This is bad. Well, we beat the gym, but we sacrificed 3 Pokemon in the process. And yeah, so even though we did get the basic badge, and I think the next gym is level 30, we now have to hold a funeral. I don't want to see. Oh no, I can't deal with Team Plasma at the moment, man. I have 1 Pokemon on my team, and I'm actually gonna die. What is wrong with my keypad? Does it work? Yes, thank you. Yeah, but this has to be one of the worst losses I've sustained. Is that Dragonite? Plasma. Yeah, just take the skeleton, man. I can't really do anything about that. What's going on? Go after them. I need to find Pokemon. Alright guys, I think we will end this episode by we hold a funeral for 3 Pokemon. Chris, without you, I doubt we would even be able to make it halfway through the gym. Rem, you got one shot by a takedown, which is unfortunate, and CC, you tanked hits, which allowed me to heal my Pokemon, and we were able to defeat the gym. I thank all of you for being here, both the viewers and the Pokemon that have died in the process, and the Pokemon that are still alive, which is only Boo. I'm gonna have to set that death counter to 6 now. Yep. So anyways guys, that will be all for today's episode. It is already an hour long recording. Hopefully I can make something out of something. Like, I can find some new Pokemon to add to the team so that I'm not only banking on Boo. But until next time, stay safe, stay calm. I love you all, and have fun. Bye bye.